Flex Wheeler versus Dexter the Blade Jackson is always an interesting prospect. Today we're going to take a look at the 1999 version of Flex, where he placed second at the Olympia, versus Dexter's 2008. Of course, 2008. That is when he won the Mr. Olympia. So, I guess the question is, could Flex Wheeler have won the Mr. Olympia event in 2008 if he was in his prime? I guess in terms of pitchers, we will figure that, or we will answer that question today. Sizing. Am I sure? Am I sure Flex Wheeler is that much larger than Dexter the Blade Jackson? Well, there is plenty of pictures of the two side by side, as you can see here in 1999. Dexter the Blade Jackson, of course, maybe 10 pounds lighter here, so he was definitely not as large as he was in 2008. But I mean, come on, people. I mean, with these two structures, it is going to be an uphill battle. For Dexter, here's the front double biceps pose. Interesting. I didn't make Dexter as tall in this shot. He's going straight-legged to Flex Wheeler's bent at the knees. But really, it doesn't matter. Flex Wheeler, he is that much bigger, that much larger than Dexter. I could have made him even shorter, and he's still probably beating Dexter. I'm sure somebody in the comment section below is going to say something smart about Flex Wheeler's arms. Well, how do we know that both of these guys don't have slapped on clay? Obviously, Dexter's arms look more natural, look more appealing in a front double bi, but midsections, I mean, the wheels alone, Flex Wheeler, he's probably going to take this shot. Flex's structure will also get him an edge in this front lat spread. Like I mentioned, I just do not see a way around it when conditioning is, well, seemingly close. If I had to guess, going off these pictures, I would say Flex more shredded, more peeled than Dexter. But it is also fair to mention this picture of Dexter. It's a pan back picture. It distorts the size, and conditioning can't really tell much. But having said that, we know both of these guys are in good condition using these two versions, and Flex is beating Dexter. Just no way around it, like I said. Turn to the side here. Now here is where it gets interesting. The side leg, the side wheels for Dexter the Blade Jackson, and the upper body I prefer. Flex, he's big. He has a thin skin type condition. He looks good in terms of that, but the delt, it just looks oblonged. It looks artificial. And the thing of it is, Flex's physique was freaky that way anyway. He had bubbly round muscles, so you throw on clay on top of that, and it really sticks out, much like that delt. So, slightly inconclusive. I would go with Dext. Side tricep, a little better of a shot, I think, for Flex Wheeler. Of course, what Tyler Mannion said, this is not a side tricep. It's more of a front tricep. And the point of doing the two side shots is to see how good these guys are, not only from the front, but from the side as well. So Dexter, he probably should be getting this one if Flex was hitting a straight on from the side tricep. But I don't know. I think coming out of the first four shots, I would give an edge to Flex Wheeler. No doubt, I'm sure, in anyone's mind. And then it gets confusing because these back shots reveal a condition edge for Dexter Jackson that I don't know if I can rightfully hand Flex Wheeler the victory just because of the conditioning from behind. Look at these soggy glutes. Can you imagine? This was second prize at the Olympia. And of course, Chris Cormier, he had kind of a soggy donk as well. He had pretty good hamstrings. I think he was in better condition than Flex. But then you go down the roster. You had Nasser El-Sanbadi, Kevin Lavroni, all those guys kind of, never the most peeled in the badonkadonk. And for those of you who thinks, who cares about striated glutes? Well, why did Ronnie win the Olympia title and nobody else did? Dexter, yes, so much smaller, but so much better in this back shot. Let's just say if Dexter wins all the rest of the shots, maybe, we'll say. Here's the rear double. Better shot for flex, maybe. I think his rear lat spread was improved in 99, as you could see from that last picture, but the rear double was not improved. It used to be a knockout shot, no matter who he was flexing against. 1993 type condition of flex. Yeah, he'd probably beat Dext. But with this soggier, much, much slushier badonkadonk. What did Nick Strength and Power say to about Ian Valier years ago? He said he was slushy. Something like that. Great insults last a long time. So Dexter, no doubt, I'm sure, for any of you watching at home, that he's winning this pose. What about the rest of them? Is he going to be able to overturn my decision? Well, Flex is pretty darn good. He is a hot duck in this one. A hot duck. I don't know where I got that one from. But having said that, a good V-taper on Dext. Nice abs. And so does Flex. And Flex's quads. I think they're going to get him an edge. And in the most muscular Flex Wheeler, he has those ginormous arms, feathering sticking out there, and it's not even a clear picture. And you can still see that unbelievable feathering, which does not grow on trees. I'm sure you bodybuilding fans, you diehards, you guys know that that's just a special attraction type treat if you're a bodybuilder to have that. Tom Platz had it. Flex Wheeler had it. Kai Green had it. Not everybody has it. Dexter the Blade Jackson didn't have it. So who wins the matchup? In the IFBB today, they would probably give it to Dexter because of his strided badonkadonk. But in 1999, there's just no way. They would give it to Flex, absolutely. They're obviously looking past the striations and the glutes back then. So prior to that as well, Flex would win. If Dexter's going to win, it would maybe just be nowadays or maybe 2010s when conditioning was the most important thing, I guess. Aesthetics out the window. I do ramble on, though. Have a great one, folks.